the young and the restless spoilers. Oh my god, besties, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, a beautiful day to grab your iced coffees, sit down, and absolutely lose our collective minds over the most unhinged drama to ever grace our screens. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now, because my brain is actually short-circuiting and I cannot process the absolute cinematic mayhem that just unfolded. I am filming this while literally running errands. I'm pacing in the parking lot of Target, looking like an absolute lunatic because I just had to jump on here and vent. Send help, my soul has actually left my body. What we just witnessed on The Young and the Restless is not just drama, it is a full-blown psychological horror masterpiece, and I am personally victimized by it. I was mid-skincare when this scene dropped, and I kid you not, I smeared my charcoal mask all over my pristine white rug because I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this plotline. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. This is my entire personality now, and I am not okay. Okay, let me try to breathe. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. We need to talk about Chelsea Lawson and the absolute thermonuclear dumpster fire she just ignited. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. We need to dissect exactly what is going on in Chelsea's twisted, delusional mind right now. Because, bestie, be for real right now. Chelsea has officially convinced herself, like, genuinely, straight up believes in her core that Sally Spectra is the sole reason her relationship with Adam Newman fell apart. Make it make sense. Chelsea is sitting there, rewriting history, completely ignoring her own messy actions, and deciding that Sally is the ultimate villain who ruined her happily ever after. It's giving major I cannot even energy. She thinks Sally just waltzed in and stole Adam, completely erasing the fact that Adam and Chelsea's relationship was already a toxic wasteland. Wait, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but let's really unpack the absolute delusion of Chelsea's logic here. Remember when Chelsea and Adam were in Baltimore? Remember when Chelsea was literally dating Billy Abbott, and Adam was with Sally, and Chelsea and Adam ended up sleeping together? That was her choice. She betrayed Billy, she betrayed the boundaries she had set, and she actively participated in the destruction of her own life. But somehow, in the twisted, funhouse mirror that is Chelsea Lawson's brain, she has completely absolved herself of any guilt. She has convinced herself that Adam was her destiny, and that Sally was this evil temptress who manipulated the timeline. It's honestly so unhinged. I am genuinely fascinated by the level of cognitive dissonance required to be Chelsea right now. She is straight up rewriting history to make herself the victim, and it's giving major I need intensive therapy vibes. And don't even get me started on the vibes Chelsea is acting like she is the ultimate wronged woman. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, she has basically put Sally on her ultimate hit list. Chelsea is looking at Sally, who is just trying to live her life and figure out her own messy situation with Billy, and Chelsea is seething. She is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her hypocrisy. Chelsea has decided that because she feels her heart was broken, Sally needs to be punished. But not just a slap on the wrist, no. Chelsea wants to enact a punishment so severe, so ruthlessly dark, that it genuinely makes my blood run cold. And let's talk about Sally's journey for a second, because my heart is just shattered for her. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, Sally just found out she was pregnant. She was literally sitting there with Audra Charles, of all people, taking a pregnancy test. And Audra, who is usually the ice queen of the corporate world, was actually being a supportive bestie, because they both share this deep, unspoken trauma of losing a child. When that test came back positive, you could see the absolute terror and fragile hope warring in Sally's eyes. She wants this baby so badly, but she is so scared of the universe punishing her again. She finally mustered up the courage to tell Billy, and they were just starting to process what this means for their chaotic lives. Sally was just starting to let herself dream of a nursery, of holding a healthy baby, of finally getting a win. And then Chelsea happens. Bestie, be for real right now. The cruelty is the point for Chelsea. She doesn't just want to hurt Sally physically, she wants to destroy her soul. Chelsea knows exactly what happened to baby Ava. She knows that Sally was forced into a devastating medical choice. She knows that Adam had to make the impossible call to save Sally over the baby, and she knows that Sally's heart has a permanent, gaping hole in it because of that loss. To use that specific trauma as a weapon, to look at a grieving mother who has finally been blessed with a second chance and say, I am going to take this away from you too, They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. This isn't just soap opera drama, this is straight up villainy of the highest order. Chelsea's plan, which is honestly so unhinged that I need a moment to process it, is to target the baby. Yes, you heard me. Chelsea wants to make this pregnancy disappear. Or worse, she wants to wait until Sally gives birth and literally kidnap the child. She wants Sally to experience the exact same agonizing, soul-crushing pain of losing a child all over again. She wants to rip that joy away just to balance the scales in her own delusional mind. I am straight up disgusted. But also, as a drama consumer, I am eating this up because the stakes are astronomical. But genuinely, Chelsea is a monster for this. She is weaponizing a mother's deepest trauma. Wait, I just heard this weird tapping noise on my windshield. Is it raining again? Ugh, whatever. It's probably just a leaf. But my paranoia is at an all-time high right now because of this show. Speaking of paranoia, let's talk about the aesthetic of Chelsea's villain era. Have you noticed how her wardrobe has completely shifted? She used to wear these bright, chic designer pieces, and now she is literally dressed like a shadow. It's all dark trench coats, oversized sunglasses indoors, and this messy, unbothered hair that screams, I have nothing left to lose. It's a total vibe, but it's also a massive red flag. The costume department deserves an award, because you can physically see Chelsea's descent into madness just by looking at her hemlines. She is fully leaning into the dark side, and she doesn't care who gets destroyed in her wake. I'm literally hyperventilating right now just picturing the kidnapping scene again. Let's set the scene with absolute cinematic mayhem. It's the dead of night. The weather is terrible, obviously, because Genoa City only has torrential downpours when someone is about to commit a felony. The wind is howling, rain is lashing against the windows, and Sally is alone. Maybe she was just making a cup of tea, trying to soothe her pregnancy nausea, completely unaware that a predator is lurking just outside her door. Chelsea doesn't just knock, she ambushes her. The struggle is so visceral. Sally fights back. Of course she does. She is a fighter, but she's pregnant, she's exhausted, and Chelsea possesses that terrifying, adrenaline-fueled strength of a woman who has completely lost her mind. I don't even know how she managed to pull it off without anyone noticing, but she kidnaps Sally. Straight up abducts a pregnant woman in the middle of the night. I was screaming at my screen, Sally, run! Someone help her! But no, the universe hates Sally Spectra, apparently. Chelsea overpowers her, drags her out into the darkness, and throws her into a car. The visual of Chelsea's cold, dead eyes staring at a panicked, terrified Sally in the rearview mirror is going to haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life. I am literally unwell. The car ride to the woods must have been an absolute nightmare. Imagine waking up in the passenger seat or the trunk, your hands tied, the car swerving down these dark, slick, winding roads away from civilization. Sally is probably pleading with her, crying, begging Chelsea to just leave the baby out of it. And Chelsea? Chelsea is just staring blankly ahead, her knuckles white on the steering wheel, completely unresponsive to Sally's tears. It's giving me chills. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when I realized where they were going. Chelsea isn't taking her to a warehouse or a hotel. She is taking her off the grid. The abandoned house in the woods is a masterclass in psychological horror. It's this rotting, decaying structure that looks like it hasn't been touched in decades. The floorboards are creaking, there's no heat, the air is freezing and smells like damp earth and rot. Chelsea drags Sally inside and throws her onto a dusty mattress or a broken chair, and the reality of the situation just crashes down on Sally. She is completely cut off from the world. No cell service, no neighbors, nobody to hear her scream. Just her, her unborn child, and a woman who wants to erase them both from existence. And then Chelsea starts pacing. She starts delivering this monologue that is so chilling, so detached from reality. She tells Sally that she has two choices. Either the baby disappears before it's even born, or Chelsea keeps her locked in this wooden hellscape until she gives birth. And then, Chelsea takes the baby for herself. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. The sheer audacity to threaten to steal a newborn. Chelsea is acting like this baby is a prize, a piece of property that she can claim as compensation for Adam breaking her heart. It's sick. It is genuinely, deeply sick. Sally's internal monologue during this must be pure, unfiltered agony. She is sitting there, clutching her stomach, trying to protect this tiny life inside her, while her mind spirals into the darkest places imaginable. She is reliving the loss of Ava, the beep of the hospital monitors, the silence in the delivery room, and now, she is facing the prospect of losing another child, not to a medical emergency, but to the malicious intent of a jealous ex. The psychological damage this is going to inflict on Sally is irreversible. Even if she gets out of this alive, how does she ever feel safe again? How does she ever trust anyone? And we have to talk about the impending fallout when people actually realize Sally is gone. Imagine Billy Abbott walking into their apartment. He's probably carrying takeout, completely oblivious, maybe practicing some apology speech because he's been acting like a self-righteous jerk lately. He opens the door, and the place is just silent. But it's not a peaceful silence, it's a wrong silence. Maybe there's a shattered teacup on the floor. Maybe the rug is scuffed from the struggle. Billy is going to call her phone, and it's just going to ring and ring, echoing in the empty room because Chelsea obviously made sure to leave the phone behind so she couldn't be tracked. The sheer panic that is going to wash over Billy's face, I am genuinely shivering. For all his faults, Billy does care, and the realization that his pregnant girlfriend has vanished into thin air is going to break him. But honestly, my money is on Y&R Chelsea figuring it out first. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but think about it. Y&R is the one who was just with Sally. Y&R is the one who handed her the pregnancy test. They have this newfound, trauma-bonded friendship, and Y&R is sharp. She doesn't miss a single detail. When Sally doesn't text her back, or doesn't show up for a meeting, Y&R isn't going to just assume she's sleeping in. Y&R is going to know immediately that something is horribly, terribly wrong. I am manifesting a team-up between Y&R and Adam to track Chelsea down, because that duo would be absolutely lethal. Y&R's corporate ruthlessness, combined with Adam's dark web spider connections, Chelsea wouldn't stand a chance. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear, and the rescue mission is going to be the most high-octane event of the year. Who is going to realize she's missing first? Billy? Adam? If Adam finds out that Chelsea, the mother of his son Connor, is the one torturing the woman he still deeply loves, and the mother of his late child, the spider is going to be unleashed. Adam will tear Genoa City apart, brick by brick. He will burn that forest to the ground to find Sally. And honestly, I am here for it. Let him go feral. Let him absolutely destroy anyone who stands in his way, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because we need justice for Sally Spectra. Okay, I am physically exhausted from yelling. My throat hurts, my iced coffee is entirely melted, and I think I might have scared the person parked next to me, but I don't even care. We needed to spill all the tea right now because this is the most insane, world-ending drama we have ever witnessed. Let your brain buffer for a second, process the sheer gravity of this situation, and then get in the comments and scream with me. I am literally counting the seconds until the next episode. Stay safe, besties, and keep Sally in your thoughts.